remember, this UI is not being used all the time by every user for every occasion, right? So for some operations, we will be using this graphical UI, this web UI. So most of the time, it is very convenient for a developer to execute the queries using a client. Okay, so the client may be a SnowSQL, or the client may be any other program like Python. Hope you understand that one, right? So that is the way it goes. So just to have this, first I'll show you the. So okay, let it be. I hope it's fine. So doubts you have, once you have created it, we can. So just to take a look on this file. So that's all, very simple. So first you need to import Snowflake connector. You have to provide these values. So you can provide them directly also. Instead of USR, you can provide your directly the username also. You can just provide your username directly here. Okay, possible. Once you connected, then you have to look out for this cursor method. So the cursor method will give you the facility to execute. So not only this, you can execute anything. So you see that, for example, I'm executing a description of table, time role, that you can do it here, right? So you can do inside whatever available inside this particular ABC motors, because I'm connected. So that you can use anything. If you want to use some other table, you need to execute this use command, and then you have to, right? So instead of that, you can create .py. This is a .py, right? So files also you can create. So a set of instructions you can create it and work along with it. So that's a simple thing how to connect with Python. Yesterday we have seen how we are connecting Snowflake. Right? So similarly, I have some other tools also. I will show you how we are connecting. Rest of these tools are very simple. So you don't need to configure anything. So for example, if you take a Tableau or Python, I'm sorry, what do you call Informatica Cloud, so IICS, right? Or any other cloud tool, or any BI tools, Power BI or Looker, whatever popular BI tools are there. So everyone are having these connectors readily available there. Okay, so you don't need to install anything additionally. Just you choose those values. So you need to choose. So Snowflake, it is not like just connecting a database alone, like a normal traditional database, right? So what you have to do is, once you connect it, you need to select, I'm sorry, which warehouse you need to use initially. From anywhere, you need to select the warehouse. So that warehouse will be used for executing all your queries which you are providing it into the Snowflake from that particular tool. Then you need to choose the database to be operated on. So two things you have to choose it. Then you can provide any kind of queries, right? So tomorrow we will see that how we can connect with a BI tool, Tableau or Power BI. I have both with me. So any one of them, both are leading tools actually, if you are seeing it. So I'm doing training on both actually, right? So I can just give you a small kind of demo. So how you can take data. Okay. So right. So that's it. And so yesterday when we were talking about this here we are having we were talking about the snow pipe, that is day before yesterday, I think so. Here, I have executed one statement like I am selecting star from this table, that is the information schema dot copy history. In the copy history, I have given you a kind of table name. This is for filtering. This is a filter. So I'm providing a filter. Based on this filter, it is giving you some kind of information. Okay. So what is information schema? So information schema is available here. So this information schema is available on every database you create. By default, two schemas are created. One is public and one more is secret. So the important thing is all the metadata and all the information, the execution on the runtime information, these will be stored over here, right? So you can see that what is load history. So you can just go to load history now. So you can see that what is the load history, how many rows are affected by this load, something like that, right? When it is loaded, what file, from where it is being loaded. So any errors are coming up, something like. So for example, if I provide select, so I can just place this, place name in SQL, like. So I have not done any load here. Load is when you are working with the pipe or anything else, because don't wonder that we have done many things here. Actually, this is a new one. This I have created a new one. You see, I have created on 18th night only, my time, right? 18th night I have created, because this account, I have generated this account yesterday only. Okay. This is a new account which I have not used initially. That was the account was expired. So I have created a new account with the same mail ID I have created it. So you people also can create once your account got expired. So you can, so that I have created, and I have created in the same name I have created, ABC Motors I have created. That's why you see that previously I was having STG, one more uh, scheme I have created and working on that, but not now. Okay, I don't have that. So you see that I have created many other kind of tables and all working on it. All right. So that's why the load history is not available. Similarly, if you go to the this copy history also, information dot copy history, so you might be having the copy history would be available. Okay. So so with the account admin, I'm able to get it. So I'm taking it from here, just a small one I'm showing you. So from where I have taken and what is the stage location, when it is loaded last time, row count. these are the information you get from the copy, right? So that is how it works here. And these are all views. Actually, you see that views also. You know that it can be used very similar to a table. So if you go for pipes, so what pipes you have created so far. I have removed all these pipes and all. I don't have pipes currently with me. I'm telling you. So how it been similarly sequences, stages, tables. So what all the tables are available with you, so that you can see here. So if you put a table name from this, okay. So you can provide what all the tables available. So this is a very handy thing you have. Right? Then you need to provide the schema also. So schema dot table, that only you have to do it. So these are all possible because this is showing you in all the schemas. All schemas it is showing. Okay. Right. So these are the tables available. But all these tables are not possible for you to access from here. So you can see that what is the schema also. So table underscore schema. Right. So which of them are public, which of them information schema. So I need to remove the information schema, then I have to show it. So once you are seeing it, you can see what are the tables the user has created. Okay, the information schema are created by the system. We know that. So I just provide one more condition here. So where table underscore schema is not equal to right. So in this way, you have only 7 rows. That means you have only 7 rows user has created. Not only on public schema, we have created STG, some other schema we have created for the demo purpose. So why I'm showing this is, so this is the way you can get this information about. We will see in more detail about in what way we can use this information schema. So you can see what are the views available, what privileges each user is having. So everything else, it is very important to understand about the objects, the views available within this information schema, right? So that is very important. So once I change this role here, the account admin. So if you are going for the account admin, so the account admin will be able to do all these operation inside this schema, right? So you see that when I am changing the role, I'm changing the role for that particular worksheet only. Now you are changing the role to the account itself, the total account you are changing the role from here. So that's why when you are going to this, so you are now able to operate from any one of. Okay, you are able to operate it. Similarly, you have one more table called Snowflake. You see that the Snowflake table will be available only when you are in account admin role. Okay, so that is one more thing we have. So you have account usage is the one. So where we will be querying this account usage. So what is the account usage? So total usage you have. So role history, everything else will be done from here only. Okay, that is the way we do. So when you go to your account, you see that inside the account it will show you what is the usage. So these are all taken from those tables only, and they have created a graphical manner they have done. Right. So because I told you only very few days before, 2 days before I have created. So we have only uh, what type of credit being used. So how much warehouses they are using. Okay. So cloud services, it has these are all default warehouses. Compute warehouse and cloud service warehouse. And because we created a Snowpipe, so there is a separate warehouse being dedicated for Snowpipe. So Snowpipe also will be giving you the credits. So, but we have not used much. So there is very less bytes we have transferred. So the data transfer is available only very less here actually, right? So similarly, when you go to billing, so you can see that what is the billing method you are doing. So I have not added any credit card here. So you are not seeing anything over there. So then about the users, we know that what are the users we available for here. So Snowflake is the default user you'll be having, right? So that is what the system is being generated, and you can create your own user from there. Roles also, roles. So what are the roles we can have? So we have all the default roles available. You can create your own roles also. Sometime before I have shown you how to create roles and how to grant um, what type of permissions this role should have in which object that you can create. Okay, you can assign these permissions. You can grant permissions only on roles, right? Not on users. Then you will assign these roles to any particular user. So that is how it goes, right? So any one of this will be your parent role. So public role is automatically available to every user in the account. So that is what they are providing. In a real time, what you will do is you are the root user actually. This one, right? For me, it is Murali K. That is the root user. So you will not allow the other users in your account if you are an organization. No user will be working with this particular username, right? So we will be creating separate users and we assign multiple roles for them. Some of the users might have only public access. Some of the users might have only a system admin. Very few users only will be having account admin and security, right? So something like that it goes. You know the hierarchy of that. Then what is policies? Policies are something like you restrict the client side by giving a IP address. Okay, so for example, if I create a new policy, so where I am just providing some kind of a new policy. So yeah, so which of these addresses I have to provide the address? So which of the addresses are allowed? So I can take my IP address from here, right? Because I'm using a IP address which might be changing. I don't have a dedicated IP for me. Whenever I'm connecting with my different IP is being assigned for me dynamically. So I don't have a specific IP address. So you can restrict them. So if you are providing, so I know that you know that. So you can go to Google and you can ask for what is my IP. So your IP, your public IP will be displayed. So you have to provide that IP here. And if any one of them you don't want to get it done, so you can create an IP also here. So you need to create multiple policies like that. So you can create different IP addresses also. So you can 168.1.1, then another one like that. So which of them are allowed, which of them are not allowed, and you need to activate them. So that is what policies are about. Okay. So similarly, sessions. So session, whenever you are opening any session, So that session will be recorded here. So from where these sessions are initiated, right? You see that this session today, 5:58 a.m. I have started one session. Okay. So this is the session. This session is still running on. It is not closed actually. It is running, right? So this is having a session ID, and I have initiated one more session. So whenever you are starting any process, so that creates one session, and you can see that what is the client driver and what is the client IP also. Okay. So which way it is authenticated? Authentication method, currently we are using this only. So you can have some other authentication method also, we'll be seeing soon. So you can use a multi-factor authentication, you can use key values, right? OAuth, like that, you can use different authenticators there. So that is also, we'll be seeing it on this. So you can see that Python connector 18.2. This is what I have used sometime earlier, and that has been open now. That session ID is been created. Okay, it is still in open or not. It is going on. So something like that. So we have a session which is started and it is working on. And the client address, you can see this is my current client address. So yesterday the client address was different. It is not the same. So it is about my modem. Okay, so modem, how it is being connected. So that is the way it shows. You can see that the previous day it was a different IP address for me. Right. So because I am connecting, I am the only person who connects with this account. So that's why I have very less client address here. If you are allowing other users to connect, you will be having different one. And you see that ODBC 2.221. So that this 2.21 is the ODBC for which I have downloaded and done with VXL. Okay, so that is what this ODBC is about. So I have executed one query from Excel. I hope you know that. Yesterday I was doing it. You can verify, right? So that is this session. So you can just verify what all the sessions have been executed and from where we have executed it, right? And in which client it has been executed. So like that you can specify it. Not only this, these are all, you can access them using queries also. That is what your account usage schema is about. Okay, inside Snowflake account usage schema. That is one thing. Then resource monitors are, so we need to create resource monitors to limit the credit consumption. That's all. It's a very simple thing. Credit this. So for example, I just provide one resource monitor for myself. So more resource monitor, something like that I am putting. So credit quota, number of credits allowed per cycle. So each time when credit is being exceeded, which is the maximum limit I can give the credit to him. So for example, if I am giving 100 credits to him, so then in which level I will monitor. For each warehouse I am providing this 100, or a total account I am going to provide the 100. That you have to specify it here. And whether you want to begin this monitoring immediately or not. So that is what the scheduling is about, right? So then you have to provide the action and notification. So suspend and notify when 90% of your credits are used, or suspend immediately when 95% is being used. So notify when you are using 75%. Something like that you can add this notification thresholds. So what action to be taken when you are using this much of. So this is a very useful one when you are working on real time. So you can monitor how much credit is being used by each warehouse. So who are having access to the warehouse, again, The warehouses will be accessed through your roles, right? So which role is having access to that warehouse, and which of the user have been assigned with these particular roles. So that way you can control them, right? So these are the ways to control it. Particular warehouse only I'm selecting. Okay, so that is the way to go. So you can add more thresholds also. So whichever way you want to notify, every time it will get notified. So whenever you are giving something like, so it is going to be notified. So you can see the SQL also. You can create resource monitor. So that is the SQL you are seeing it on the 95% reached, it will suspend immediate. 90% reached, it will suspend. So what do you mean by suspend and suspend immediate? Any queries it's been received by this warehouse or received by this particular account. So that will be completed and then the suspension will happen. So after 90%, it will not receive any commands. That is what suspend. But suspend immediate means even if it is on halfway between operation, it will suspend it immediately. It will stop that operation and suspend it, right? Suspend will complete the operation and then suspend. So that's the difference between them. Reader accounts, we have seen yesterday about what is a reader account and all. So how to work with a reader account. So you have to go inside this account URL. You see a separate URL has been created. This URL is your child URL actually. The parent URL is this one, the parent account. We don't call URL account, right? So this is using our account only. So every compute this account is working on, so that compute will be consumed for us only. Okay, the consumption will be taken for us also. So that's it. So that is how it goes. So I will show you tomorrow. We are going to see tomorrow or the next class. We are going to see the how to use them using queries and how to get the best out of them and what are the ways we can use. Right. So now this is the way to show, because we are working with very less number of data, very low number of data. So this is storage used is very, very low actually. This MB and all will be changing, bytes and everything else will change. The units will change dynamically. It will change. Okay. If you are loading more data, that MB units will be changed to GBs. It can be GBs also, bytes available just in bytes. So that will change automatically. It may change. So you see that we are using these credits, so that will provide a graphical way of doing. And I have started on March 18 only. So I have used 2.31 credit. So yesterday I have used 10.13, and March 20 today I have used only 0.27. So for which of these I am using it, you can see that. Okay. So Snowpipe, nothing we have done with Snowpipe. So it is working in this manner. Because we have created Snowpipe, it is showing that also. Right. Fine. So you just have a look on this. So sometimes you need it to get the data from here. Okay. Fine. So the next thing is about how we are going to work out with these tasks and what you call stream. So that is what we have, change tracking using table streams. Streams are object which records your DML changes made to table. Is whenever you are doing a insertion or updation or deletion, any DML, so that will be stored in a separate table. We call that as table stream, right? So generally in other databases, or we call them as change data capture, CDC. So how the CDC can be implemented, how it can occur here. So that is what we are going to see. So we are going to use two objects here. So one is called as a stream and another one is here task. So that is the thing. So what happens here is a stream will logically take a screenshot, that is a um, uh, for the table initially, how the table looks like. Then after that, any changes is happening, it is going to record. So the data will be shown from actual table. It is being recorded, and that will be shown inside your Scream also. So Scream will not contain any separate data. It is just like a bookmark only. It is going to show it here. Okay, so that is the way it goes. So similarly, when this stream data, if you are utilizing the stream data, it will get purged automatically. Stream side will get purged automatically. So any point of time, the transactional timeline, any timeline you are having, so you are loading some particular data in one particular 11.5, you have loaded some 1,000 rows. So and after that, no changes are happening. Then after that, you are loading, after some time, you are loading some other data. So between this, that point of time into the transactional version timeline, that is called as an offset, right? So when you talk about an offset is a point of time into the source table to your target table, that is your current table, that is your stream table. So how much time it is taking, that is what the offset is about. Okay, so the stream can provide the set of changes from current offset to the current transactional time of that changes whatever is happening. So it will work according to your transactional devices also. That means you can begin a transaction and you can commit it explicitly, or you can have an auto commit also enabled, and you can work with that also. Okay. So by default, auto commit is automatically committed on success or rollback on failure at end of the statement. I'm sorry. So you can control this using auto commit parameter. So we have talked about parameters. So just to take a look on the parameters also from here, you search parameters. A lot of parameters are there, so we cannot cover up everything, but most of these parameters are simple to understand. Okay, so you those parameters. So here, this stream is having one parameter called stream get table timestamp. So it will show you the offset for a stream, the offset you are having. So offset is a ID kind of thing. It will be maintaining. So what is the offset? So based on the offset, you can copy this offset into a variable, and you can check that whether the offset is being changed from the current variable or not. So that is how you can check it. So that's what it is going on. So we have, you see that these are the stream columns available. So once your stream is created, it is going to be creating these default columns will be there, right? So these columns are maintained by the system itself. So you cannot change it, but you can get the data from here. Similarly, two types of streams there. One is standard and append only. Append only will track only insertion. It will not track update and delete operations. Standard will track everything. So we call it as delta tables. Simply we call it streams. Name is table stream. We'll just call them as streams. So how the data flow is happening? So they are telling that this is your actual table. Once you insert data, this is version 1. So the table is inserted. Then again, you are inserting multiple records together. 2 records you are adding, and finally you are updating the existing record here. Right? So how the updation will be recorded? You see that the orange banana is being loaded as insert, and metadata is update. is false or not, it is telling you, right? If it is false, that means these are all insert. And you see here in the last one, insert is there, but here it is true. That means that this is an update, right? So when you are doing an update, two records will be inserted into this stream. The one record will have the current value, that is this one value, Apple 5, that is loaded here with delete as the action and true as the update. So if you do a delete, you see that I'm just deleting this now in the third version. Here delete will be the action again, but the is update will be false, right? So if you are doing a insert or delete directly, your metadata is update column will be false. That column will become true only when you are doing an update. So the update, it will provide you, the update data will be provided in two rows, one for the old value, another one for the new value. So this becomes very handy for us now. So they are doing many kind of operations they do with this kind of streams in Snowflake, in which some other tools it was little difficult to do the logging. You have to configure many things and do a lot of coding behind, so which is not required in Snowflake. So this stream table will help us to do a lot of things. One is this change data capture. So using this change data capture, what you can do is you can do the slowly changing dimension load also. Also you can do. You can maintain the slowly changing dimension also here. So that is what I have just opened some of these options here. You see that control logging with the streams. Okay, I have taken one. So please take a look on this whenever you are working on Snowflake. So you can join the community. It is very easier for joining the community. So once you join the community, you will be able to access all these kind of articles which are available. You can participate in the forum also. So many articles will be there. A lot of articles, not only this one, right? So they have a lot of articles available. So you can just take a look on that. So very much useful for us. So how these streams have been used for logging purpose? Yes.
Yeah, I have one question on example you shown, right? Can you open it? That apple banana example. Yeah, if I miss this metadata row ID is there, right? One number, hash character number. How that number will generate? Generally for databases, we are using MD5 function for that. So this metadata row ID, how it is generated?
No, all of them are metadata table, the data columns. These are all. Means they are generated automatically.
Yeah, this number is generated automatically. Yeah, while calculation
is controlling them.
Okay. So based on if there is any change, that number will change, comparing with these two numbers, and it is go for update.
That's right. For every row, whenever you are inserting a row, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you are inserting a row, the row ID is very important because you identify any operation done on that row ID based on this only. For example, we'll take a look here. Apple I have done. First time I am inserting. So the Apple 5 will be having one row ID. So any operation you do with this Apple, right? Any operation you do with this Apple, so that the row ID will not be changed after that. You see that we have 17 CCC is starting. Here also you see that the same row ID is here also the same row is.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Once you are inserting, it is like a it's like a primary key, or it's like a surrogate key, you can call, like generated. Right.
Okay.
So for identification
Then,
of that particular.
then how it is capturing for update based on which? So Apple 5, the
That's
number
what,
is same.
yeah.
And here Apple 9, that means for Apple it is an update.
Yes, it is an update.
5 is become 9. So both the cases, the number is same. Metadata row ID is same.
Row ID is same.
So how,
Yes.
yeah, how it captures the update happens.
That's what the row ID is unique for every row which is created, not unique in this column, right? For Apple, this is the row ID that will never change. Once you insert it, it will never change, right? So what operation I am doing on this row ID, that is what I am recording here.
Okay.
Right. So whenever you do a delete, for example, if you do a delete, the delete will be taken. Metadata action delete will be there. That's all. It is completed, finished. After that, you won't see this row ID at all. If you do a update, what happens? Yeah. Ask me.
Please. Yeah. This depends on metadata action. Insert, delete, or update. That option. Based on that option, it is capturing, right?
Yes. Correct.
That's what my question is.
Yes. Because there is no update here. You see that there is no action called update. Only two actions will be there: insert or delete. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Update is captured as delete and insert. Old records deleted, new records inserted. Like that only the update is captured. Okay. You know about the type 2 dimension?
Yeah, I know type 2.
Yeah. So type 2 dimension.
Flag we are maintaining, right? Yeah, 0 for old one and 1 for new one, same. So old is delete, latest one is making as insert. It may be insert or update, whatever it may be. It defines as insert.
Yeah, this is exactly the SCD2.
Sorry?
This whole logic is exact.
Yes, type 2.
So
that's what I was showing you. One kind of thing, you see that building a type 2 storage chain dimension in Snowflake using streams and tasks. So this is also a very interesting stuff you can do. So I can show you a little bit, but it's a nice thing. They have given very enormous amount of example not required. Okay, so you see that they are doing the exact SCD load here, and they maintain the history without having any additional stuff here. You see that? So they are using the stream only, and they are capturing the changes in the stream, which are all capturing how many rows are inserted, and what is the update means what should happen. So everything else they are doing it automatically. That's what going on. Okay. So this is where I'm also using a table. So where I'll just load some data. Okay. And I can show you that stuff from here. So two things are there. One is stream. So we have seen what is a stream here. Now let me finish it, then I will go to the here. Okay. We will do it practically in our lab. Right? I just show you that. So this is the stream you have. Okay, fine. So stream means you are loading the DML operation data, which is affected by any DML operation. So we are loading it. That is what a stream is about. So streams has to be created explicitly. Snowflake is not maintaining any of this stream automatically. But you have one more thing called as time travel. You remember it, right? Time travel can keep the old data as any longer time. So you can keep track of the time travel also, but that is that will become a little complicated actually, because you need to keep track of what changes is been happening. So for keeping track of the changes, the CDC, you need some additional columns to be maintained by you. So manually you have to maintain them. And if you are doing it based on that, you can do the SCD load from there itself. You don't need an additional stream over there, but that will be too complicated, and that will be similar to your traditional data warehouse systems also, right? So to change that and to have some other kind of facility which might be little simpler than the previous one. So they are using these streams here. So streams will capture all the data and put it together, and the streams will be purged. The data will be purged. That means the data this stream table will get truncated once you use that data. So that's why once you use the data, you will be having only new data available there. So the old data, you cannot use them again and again, right? You have to see that how it has to be used, right? So that is what those logic they are maintaining here in the other one. So I am not showing you the logic now. Okay, anyhow. So that is what the next one is task. So tasks are for schedule purpose. So what we do is task is having scheduling. So you can create a task for, okay, right? So I'm just opening it here. I have the PPT, but this will give you some good more information. That's why I'm going for this. You see that task can execute a single SQL statement, including call to a stored procedure. It can be combined with table streams for continuous ETL workflow to process recently changed table rows. So that is how it works, right? Fine. Now, what is the task, how we can schedule? So we can schedule a task by giving a specific time, how we can create it. So you have to provide the warehouse also. In the warehouse, you have to provide it, and from that warehouse, you can schedule it. You can provide the daylight saving time also available. That's also possible. And you can nest these tasks also. Your task can operate on one more task, and after that, another task can be done. So after is a keyword where we use that one. And you will be having multiple version of each task. So one task, you have one parameter, and another task, the next parameter will be also used there. So this is how the tasks are using. You see the create task command, you will understand. So I have good example for tasks also I have created. A new one, and many of these operations are still available as a, you see that some of them are still available as preview. Okay, I will show you that. That means they are making some improvements. It is still in process. It is not a standard feature. It doesn't become a standard feature. I'm not sure why it is running so much. Okay, you see that preview feature. So when you have something like preview feature, that means that it may get altered. These commands and that may get altered. So for example, if I go for something like this, so you don't have this preview feature here now, right? So that is the preview feature. You have a lot of preview features here, so you can just open this and find out which are all available as preview features. You see that preview features have been implemented and tested in Snowflake. However, full usability and corner case handling may not be completed. So we do not guarantee of use of these features, right? So that is how the preview. So the preview open on request. So preview will open means everyone can use. So any account can be used. On request means you need to provide a request to the Snowflake support. Then you will be able to do it. You see that some of them are available in preview for a long time. For example, you see that automatic snowpipe using the event notification that has been started on June 2019 onwards. Some of them are made to 2018 onwards. So still in preview itself there. So they have not made these changes as permanent one. Okay. So recently they have started the Power BI single sign-on, the browser-based single sign-on connection caching. So these are all started now. So you need to take a look on that this table when you are using these kind of preview features. Okay. So that is what that also. So right, not related to task. I'm just want to tell you what is a preview feature. So you see that the create task. So create task is simple thing. So where you can provide a cron expression. Cron is for specifying the tasks, right? Starting a task. So you can select which are the time zones you are working on. If you want to specify the time zones, that also can be specified. So I have created some good examples. So I will show you those examples later on. So you see that this is a typical way of using your time zone. So the time zone, you see that using cron. So this is your way of scheduling it for the Los Angeles, right? So they have the time examples they have given. So what it is mean. So you are giving a time zone and you can set the daylight saving time also from here. If you want to omit that and if you give your own time, schedule 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes this is going to be executed. You have this system stream has data, whether the stream is having data or not. You create a stream and you can check that whether the stream is having data or not. Based on that, you can operate this task. So see that there is a when command. So when this is true, when any insert operation happen with the stream, this will become true, unless it will be false, right? So for every different session, it is going to change. So I can do some operation further. So create task on which warehouse, on what is the schedule, and when it should happen, and what action it should take. So it will be inserting data into some other table. It takes data from your stream and loading it. Okay, so that is how it works. So we will do kind of a small exercise. Right? I will show you. And okay, so this is what this exercise I have created. Here I have created for checking your stream. Right. So after this, I will be creating it for. I have created already. I will show you later on how to use the stream inside your. So that way we can use it. So that's the thing I was about to show you this one. So I have done some modification. I told you I have done some modification on this content. So this is the content I have created now currently, right? So some whichever is important I have included some of them and just to modify the topics. So how it should look like. So this is not just for you alone; it's for everyone. So wherever I'm doing training, so I share it with you. In some means, I share with Priya and he'll be sharing it with you. So these are the topics we have seen. Most of them we have seen. So if you have any, we need to see about the JavaScript user-defined functions. So rest of these we have seen all of them. So you can check with our videos already what we are doing with Snowpipe, sharing data from other applications, streams and tasks. Okay, we will take a look on the streams and tasks again. Tomorrow we are going to take another look. We'll be doing some hands-on. Query performance, just I was showing you what are these things available. So I will show you in detail about the query performance some other day. Security and managing. That's it.